Hey guys, today we're talking about the art wound. So an art wound simply is a place or experience that you were told that your art isn't good enough, you felt shame with your art, you didn't meet the supply list, anything like that. Any experience from an art teacher, an art friend, an art course, anything like that that you experienced that you walked away not feeling better about the situation. My particular art wound happened in an adult ed course. I had signed up for a watercolor course and I completely sucked at it, which of course, you're there to learn about it. And they gave us the list of tools and supplies, cost a ton of money, which right away I felt intimidated to use the supplies because I'm spending a lot of money on these, so I better get it right the first time around. So of course there was so much pressure to get it right the first time. And when I got to class, it wasn't actually beginners. There were people that were sitting next to me that had full on pages and canvases that they had and their well-worn supplies. And I'm just like, okay, I think I'm in the wrong class. And I double checked and it was very much a beginner course. I loved the teacher. She was adorable. I stayed with it because of the teacher. But as far as the experience itself in signing up for and going and shopping, my friend and I had signed up together and we had gone to this trendy art place, this art supply store, and that was intimidating. It was so intimidating, you guys, just because I didn't know what particular paints, where they even were, the brand, all of that. So I spent a lot of money. And I do still have those, but what I ended up simply using was paints that I ended up getting at Walmart and Target. So I still have all that stuff just because I am an art supply hoarder. And the thing about it is they ended up sitting on my shelf looking pretty, all neat and organized. And what my goal is for this particular channel is to get you guys to dig into those supplies. If you spent a ton of money on them, if you spent $1 at the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, whatever it is, if you bought them at a yard sale, if you got them free off of your Buy Nothing group on Facebook, whatever you have, let's dig in and use it. Let's get messy, let's get creative, let's explore and discover just like a child would. And I also invite you, engage with your inner child, of course, but to activate that and engage with your higher self. And that's what soul play is. We are playing as a child would and engaging our higher self. So I like to bring in some spiritual items like the Palo Santo wood. There's nothing magic to this, you guys. It's us infusing our magic into it, and then it's kind of giving back to us this magical setting. It just tells your brain that something, or your higher self, it just tells you that something important is about to happen. It's kind of like getting yourself ready for ceremony, and it cleanses the space, it cleanses the energy, gets your mind ready and those juices right flowing, and you're surrendering to the process of the art. You're surrendering that process. And soul play is about the process of your piece. It's not necessarily the end product. It's about what you learn and play while you're playing. It's about what you learn and discover about yourself. So digging in, and if you're expecting your particular page to look a certain way, it's like, okay, so I've learned that shows me that I'm a perfectionist. And perfectionism isn't necessarily a bad thing. It has its place. It certainly, helps you when you're doing your final project that you're handing into your boss, and your name is attached to it. So perfectionism has a place and a time, but not here. We're letting go of that. And we're just digging into those art supplies that have been sitting on a shelf, and we're inviting some fun crystals. I have some jade and just other things. Again, these things aren't necessarily magic in and of themselves. It's what we infuse into them and they give back to us. Everything is all about energy. And it's all about that good energy, infusing it into it, and then it giving back to us to really help you drop into the moment with your art practice. And it gets to be sacred, it gets to be fun. It's your time away from your boss, your kids, your partner, your pets, anything. It's your time to just dig in, dive deep, and just ignite all parts of yourself. And just have so much fun. It's so much fun to come in my studio, my little sanctuary here, and this is my safe place. I love doing these things, and yeah, it's just about getting creative and fun. And I'll just show you, maybe if you watched my last video, this is my heart chakra page. This is my solar plexus, and just allowing the magic to come in. You know, I just do what I call an image harvest, and I just go through magazines, and sometimes even just doing that. It doesn't have to be a full-on process or an entire day of image harvesting and then placing them. You can do one step at a time. You can just go and image harvest and pack them in a folder. I have several little places where I store my stuff and get it ready to use. So this is my green folder. So I have, you know, folder where I keep images that are green. If you didn't see that, it's really just green background, whatever. Storing smaller ones, gathering any paints and markers, colored pencils, spray paints, all of that stuff that is that particular color. So this is what I'm talking about, is letting the magic happen. And my solar plexus chakra, to me, it's like, for me, it's the biggest one. It's the one that gets me so excited, and it's my favorite one. And I had this Reiki session done, my first one, where the lady had, you know, gone through and helped me clean out my chakras. And when she got to the solar plexus one, she said, I want you to pretend that you're taking and wiping it clean, and then allowing this beautiful yellow color to shine and be bright and magnificent and flowing. And when she said that, I pictured my youngest self, my inner child, on a ladder, reaching up to it because it was so big and so powerful. And I ended up finding an image of a little girl on the ladder and coming up to the solar plexus chakra. And I love that she has a little backpack on, so it's like she's bringing her baggage and just letting it free and just dumping it and leaving that baggage, giving it to whatever, giving it back to Gaia, Mother Earth, and coming into our higher self, stepping into her power. So that's my intention for this page. I'm honored if you follow me. I'm honored if you subscribe. I'm honored even more if you like my videos. And if you know a friend that could benefit from it, let's have a tribe and just dig in together. Love you.